Well, to punish America for not giving it absolute power 2 years ago, the Democratic Party has decided to undermine or crush every institution that stands in its way. One of the newest targets is the Electoral College. Senator Kamala Harris of California says we must abolish it.
Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren, had a town hall last night, and she said that she thinks we should do away with the Electoral College. Do you agree with that?
I think that I'm open to the discussion. I mean, there's no question that the popular vote has been diminished in terms of making the final decision about who's the president of the United States, and we need to deal with that.
So that would have been a pretty far out thing to say a couple of years ago. But without question, the view you just heard will soon be mandatory on the left. And if you disagree with it or question it, you will be, and you know what you'll be, a racist. On Tuesday, Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee demonstrated exactly how that will work. Watch.
The country is different than it was when the Constitution was drafted. And when the Constitution was drafted, a lot of it had to do with slavery. This is all conceived in sin and in perpetuating slavery on the American people and on the African American people directly.
So if you're for the Electoral College, you're for, quote, perpetuating slavery. You're a bigot. Of course, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, due process, separation of powers, they were also created when slavery existed. In fact, so was the country. So maybe that's why the left is trying to undermine them, too. Who knows? Dana Perino hosts the Daily Briefing, co-hosts The Five, one of our favorite people at Fox News, and joins us tonight. So Dana, this is one of the... I'm just struck by how quickly things are moving. If Barack Obama had said 2.5 years ago, I really think we should get rid of the Electoral College, that would have been a stop the presses moment. But now it's becoming consensus, wouldn't you say?
It's a litmus test, right? So now it's like, is there a Democratic candidate who is saying no? I mean, Cory Booker kind of tapped the brakes on it. It's like, whoa, I don't know. But he'll get there. I mean, this is happening. And remember, it's Eric Holder also, I think, who during the Obama administration suggested this. But the Democrats didn't need to talk about this when President Obama was president because he won the Electoral College. Okay?
That's true.
So now, you know how the left talks a lot about the concerns with President Trump that he's obliterating norms, okay? Because he's not civil, right? And also, look, you know how I feel, like the nicknames, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the institutions have held up. But the Democrats are now talking about actually dismantling those institutions. And what's interesting to me is that the reason that the country is set up this way with different states is because we are a republic. You have a representative government.
Yes.
If you do away with that and you just elect your presidents by whoever lives in New York and California, and you just erase all of those boundaries, then you truly are for open borders. Then you are no longer the United States of America. You are like the United People of America, or perhaps not so united, right? You're just the people of America.
Well, it seems like it would be a massive drain of power from the weakest parts of the country, rural America, the interior of the country, to the coast, which are already brimming with power and wealth. So why would you want to exacerbate that divide?
For example, and Elizabeth Warren, one of the candidates, she made her announcement about being for abolishing the Electoral College in Mississippi. And you heard what the congressman from Tennessee said, right? Like, who's going to go campaign in Mississippi if all they need to do is get the popular vote? The other thing is, remember, we've talked about this on your program, Tucker. Abraham Lincoln only won because of the Electoral College. He didn't win the popular vote. So if the argument doesn't actually last.
Wait, does that mean that he's racist?
Well, I'm trying to be ironic.
Can I just ask really quick? I mean, I think there's really a cost to. I mean, some things are racist, and you should say it, and people should be embarrassed to be racist, in my view.
Of course.
But if you call everything racist, it really it devalues the term. Will anyone ever stand up and say, just stop with that? Let's have an adult conversation.
Well, let's see. Will Joe Biden do that? Because here's what I would think. I look at things from a communication standpoint. I'm looking for the Democrat who would say, oh, I don't need to worry about talking about something that might happen in 50 years if we change the Electoral College. Because the Electoral College is not going to change for the 2020 election. Okay, and bringing. I think that they're wasting their time. Where was President Trump today? In Ohio. What was he talking about? Manufacturing, jobs, and the economy. What have we been talking about? This is Wednesday. We've been talking about the Electoral College for almost an entire week. So they are missing the opportunity. He's basically saying, come over to my turn. You want to talk about the economy? And great. I'm here. He's ready to take the slings and arrows, but instead they're talking about the Electoral College and the Green New Deal. That's really great in San Francisco and New York City. It is not great in all the states that you have to win in 2020.
Yeah. They live
if
in
you
a
want to
Russian
win.
Hill in Tribeca. Very popular. Dana, thank you so much. It's great to
Thank
see you tonight.
Thank you. Bye.